On 15 July 2016, A Stranger Thing, a thriller horror TV series that released and shocked many people with the amazing 18's character and that really became famous among people. The first season actually is all about the upside down. Have you ever heard this the upside down? What do you think when you have heard this word or when you're hearing this word or this phrase, the upside down? Actually, the upside down is kind of underneath below. It's something underneath like ground and different word. So actually, there is a boy named Will. When he sees something terrific monster in their first season, from that first season he's going to disappear. So that's what I think it's about. Upside down, he's going into upside down through monsters. So they are going to find like Will in the first season and so on. We are going to shortly explain three seasons, and the fourth one I'm going to describe more longer because in the fourth season there's Vecna. Isn't it very interesting name for you? Because Vecna is not really just name; it has a very interesting character in this. So Vecna is kind of major character in season four. We'll talk this Vecna in the end more like in a detail, like a thoroughly. I will tell you how Vecna became Vecna in Stranger Thing and how he looked like in real life and how many hours to prepare and doing makeup, these all things for Vecna. I'm gonna show you all of these things. As you already heard a bit about the upside down I just mentioned, so it's kind of different word underneath the ground. There is a word they are using repeatedly below down also. So if you haven't watched any kind of season from this series, so I highly recommend to do that because I love that. You are going to love that as well. There start one interesting character, Supergirl. She is completely amazing. Her name is 11. You can see 11 number here on her arm. So she's using her mind to find where people can be at this moment with her, with any person's picture and with noises and kind of a bathtub with a lot of salt, some other kind of radio. She used stuff kind of thing to find people where can be. In season 4, we see repeatedly shocking visuals at Dr. Berner's facility. There are many dead children. At first we think it's all murdered by 11, but later we can see there is one guy who's working at Dr. Berner's facility where he is trying to help 11 to escape from that Dr. Berner's facility because 11 always tries to go out from that lab. At the time of the escaping, when he's trying to send just alone to 11, but she's asking why you are not coming with me, then he's trying to deceive 11, and he said he got a tiny device that called Soteria, yes, that attached to his neck, that is reducing his power and supposedly tracking his movement. Actually, Soteria is a kind of a name, just Greek word, refers some kind of spirit of safety. You can also see that. But according to Dr. Berner's designation of this chip in Stranger Things, Soteria was intended to symbolize its ability as a defense against number one. And number one is kind of, a person, you can say the Vecna. We can talk about it more in deeper. So potentially dangerous abilities and inabilities and anger toward humanity. So this Soteria device is reducing his power to save humanities. Later we see 11 is helping assistant to eliminate his chip. At time she was 7 years old, but she was more powerful than number one. Number one, like assistant, I said. His name is number one. After lab assistants killing all these like staff and kids in the lab. When 11 see these old people murdered, then she realized that she made a mistake to remove his Soteria tip. The number one is trying to kill 11. The 11 using her power, superpower to kill number one and to send him upside down. Yes, this chapter is connected to upside down, of course, because this started from the first season, and you can also see in the last chapter of the first season what is upside down, and she's trying to kilos this upside down. Now it's a very interesting and exciting story about season 4, because I can share with you Vecna season, and we will talk more about that. But shortly we are going to describe second and third season, and then we will talk freely about the fourth season. In season 2, we can see there is named Jim. He is the chief of Hakwin's police. Of course, he's in the season first. We couldn't describe more, but in season 2, he's kind of stucking. He's trying to dig below down, like underneath ground, like upside down. We can say that he's digging and he's finding some kind of road is going somewhere, and then he's just stuck because the road is completely, the way he's coming, that way is completely closed because of the monsters he's going to close, and he's stucking inside, and he is completely, fall down there. And Joyce, Will's mother, and other people are coming to help this guy, like a police chief Jim. Okay, you also seen those two main things in season 2, the Mind Flayer and the Gate. The Mind Flayer is a kind of really, really big shadow that is repeatedly following Will. Of course, you can see season 4, kind of he has black things, and kind of he's seeing some very big kind of spider way his shadow. Shortly, we are going to talk about third. In the third season, Mac's brother, he's started to having some trouble visions. As we can see, Russians are trying to open gate. That gate was closed by 11 in season 2, and Russians are using gigantic machine, like very big machine, to open that gate. Unfortunately, Russian people are not successfully opening that gate. And also in season 2, we have some kind of visuals in Will's mind, like related to really big mind flare. That was just visuals, and that was just not real. But in season 3, we can see this, the mind flare in person, and the Mind Flayer is coming in a very enormous size, like a spider, and he's trying to do some strange thing with people and trying to kill them. But there is a one interesting code, red code, in the whole series. When somebody is saying red code.
Guys, this is Dustin again. Does anyone copy? This is a code red. I repeat, a code red.
It means they have some danger. So when they are using the red code and bringing all those like gang child, all the gang they are having inside, and they're coming together and trying to kill the Mind Flayer. At the time of the Mind Flayer, they're killing to Mind Flayer. 11 is unable to kill them because of maybe a fewer superpower. But we can see something Belly, Mac's brother. He's having his vision like normally. He became emotional, and he's trying to kill the Mind Flayer as well. He dies also. And that's all I think season 3 explained. Now we are going to describe all about number 4 season closely.